Alright, good evening everyone, and how are we all? Welcome to June 2020. We're at the halfway point of the year, and what a year it's been so far. And thank you for the hosts, Lord Misfits, and the 25 Bits, and hello to Alper, and O'Hara, and Grand Procaster, the most underrated Doom player, ever. Okay, if you say so, Grand Procaster, sure. So, it's on to the second community chest. Boy, and there you can see quite literally using a Monopoly board this time as part of the title picture, which makes my Monopoly pre-stream choice all the more relevant now. I love the graphics on this. You got the little cards and shit. So, yeah, this is Community Chest 2, another treasure chest of maps from the Doom community. And as you can see, we have a few differences this time around. Hey, Six, thanks for the host. Hello, Dubs. Monopoly. Poggers. So, as you can see, this time around we have some different mappers and some returning faces. So we have the same team leader in Cadman with a sub-leader, Cyber Menace, with some graphics from Nutrev 71, Sarge Boldy, Chopskin C8, I think, and Scuba Steve. Go to jail, did not pass go, did not collect $200. Exactly. But we have different mappers. We got Eric, which is actually the shorthand for a very famous Eric, which we will be revealed shortly, since this is the first map. Iori, RJY, Nutrev 71, the Flange Peddler, Voltaforce. Oh, I think that's Farce actually. I don't know, Returning One, EXL, Siren, Mestifo, The Ultimate Doomer, Andy Weaver's back, Kaiser's back, we have Hydrogen 2, Draconia, Jimmy, not that Jimmy, Cyber Menace, BPRD. Ooh, we're going to get very well acquainted with that mapper for this, for various reasons. Gene Bird, another returning one from the first. Dr. Zin, Use 3D, another returning one. And this is going to be an interesting one. A Linguica map. You know, Linguica, the admin of Doomworld. The Supreme Chief. Mr. Technicality. Mr. I can create cool shit in the vanilla port engine years after. Yeah, we're going to play a Linguica map. Now, that's going to be something I've not done before. Then we have Boris, Saib. That's the same Saib who did Void. Sarge Boldy, and Chopskins C8, who also did some of the graphics. So we have some different mappers. And by the way, that Eric, that's Eric Alm, aka Mr. Scythe. So we have a few more familiar names to this lineup. And this was released in December 2004, a year after the first community chest. And it got some new mappers involved, some with some experience under the belt by this point. So, there's not much to say. It's basically similar to the first chest. It was a 32 map Mega 1, including levels made by 26 different authors from the community. Originally announced a year ago in December 2003, it is now complete and ready for your enjoyment. And that's it. That's basically it. So we have different mappers. We have some returning mappers. This could be interesting. I mean, the general consensus is that the Community Chess series gets better as it goes on. So I'd like to think that if the Curse Community Chest's best impression on me was a bunch of average maps, maybe this one will throw in a few really good maps. We will see. We will see. Now, there's one thing I want to mention before I start today's stream. I will not take half an hour to this, do not worry. I'm going to just mention something that I mentioned earlier during my sweet state earlier today, which is pretty important. You will have seen me link it on my Twitter and my Discord if you're on there, and I'm just going to mention it here, and possibly also in... Now, I won't mention it on the other game. I think people will have got the message by the time I get around to whatever game I'm going to play after this. But I was discussing this earlier on the Sweet State, which I did today. Feel free to watch the VOD for that for a more in-depth explanation if you like. But basically, as from today, I am going to try and seriously overcome my anger issues in regards to video games. And the method I'm going to adopt is inspired by a video which I watched yesterday that kind of inspired me to attempt this approach. And so as from today, I am going to try to adopt the idea of examining why I get mad at video games and learning in the wider context that really it's not really worth getting mad at. You know, in the grand scheme of things, myself dying a few times on a Doom map is not worth saying or doing horrible things, in the sense that I basically swear and get pissed off for nothing. And so what I'm going to do, as starting from today, is I'm going to try and curtail this behavior by the approach of examining it. If I get upset, I take a breather and I assess why I'm getting mad, and then realize that it's nothing and carry on. You know, I won't go into too much depth. Again, if you want to know more details, please watch Sweet State 23. Yeah, I do go into a lot amount of depth about all the reasoning behind why I'm adopting this approach. But basically, the bottom line is that I'm going to start, as from today, actually seriously taking into consideration... No, sorry, wrong term. I am going to seriously stop getting angry at video games. And this will take a while. It will not be easy. I will screw up a few times, but I'm going to hopefully change my mindset and, as a result, self-improve myself and provide a better stream for everyone watching. So that is what I'm going to do going forward, which is why I appreciate your help with the calm down messages. They are definitely helpful for when I need to calm down, and I'm going to try to do that. So that's going to happen. That's a thing. So I just thought I'd mention that at the beginning, and it's going to take a while to do, obviously. Changing one's psychological mindset is a hard thing at adulthood, but it must be done for the sake of better live stream content. You know, I mean, let's face it, you all don't want to see me rage at stuff all day, right? For stupid reasons, and especially because I say stupid things when I do the raging that I regret, you know. I have to learn to train myself to react better, you know. And just to be clear, this doesn't mean that there won't be things that are genuinely frustrating and will make me feel angry. It's the idea of how I react to that and the art of really putting into perspective. I shouldn't really be caring about dying in a game like in quick load, you know? Yeah. I'm not saying that there won't be... I'm not saying that there won't be frustrating things that will deserve a little venting. It's when I sort of stop trying to play the game and just start blaming everything and caring too much about a video game is the problem. It's when you hear me stop playing and sort of give up or really hissy and very unpleasant, you know. It's that. Even though it might be frustrating, it might be frustrating because of my mindset, you know. If I accept that I'm going to fail a couple of times before arriving at the solution, then I don't need to really be expressing my frustration, just let it wash over me and continue, you know. So that's what we're going to do going forward in all streams. And again, don't expect this to be immediate, but I am seriously committed to this. I am going to try. So, first map. This is The Furnace by Eric Alm. Mr. Scythe. And the music here is Wild Arms 2, Dungeon Ruins Type 1 by Michiko Neruke, which is arranged for MIDI by Insane Apu. So we start off with an Eric Alm map. We have a lot more custom music in this one, by the way, you'll be pleased to know. There are quite a few different tracks, in fact. We do get some Doom music from Doom 1, but there is a lot more custom music this time. And hey, it's not derunning. That's always good, isn't it? No derunning. Hey Robot Fellas, how you doing? Come here, you. Silly Pinky. But yeah, you are correct. I mean, it's... The thing about the video I watched is that it sort of touched upon points that I'd sort of come to a conclusion to myself over the years as well, but also gave me some new ideas, which I agree with. You've heard me say quite a few times that I've always wanted to like try and improve my anger problems. Candle for Secret, sure. Why not? Uh-oh. I think I'll opt for the safe option here. And then maybe try for the... Okay, note to self. Let's not try that option again. This is why I don't vanilla punch. GZ Doom punching, that won't be a problem. Vanilla punching, I am not used to it enough. I should have just killed the other guy with the shotgun. Been far more efficient. As would saving prior to that point anyway. That probably also would have helped. Oh yeah. Not this time, buddy. Yeah, let's save this time. What is causing damage? Weird. Okay, dokie. Not recipient of a large amount of health at the moment. Map 1 Revenant. This is a far cry different from the first map of the first community chest, where we had all those pistol zombies to deal with. You know, in Pistol Panic, now we have well, whatever you want to call this. A furnace, I suppose you could call it. And for some reason, the Eric is with a C, not a K. I don't know why, but we know Eric Elm with having a K. But here it's Eric Elm, Mr. Scythe, to get us started. And with a map that honestly wouldn't have looked out of place in the early maps of Scythe. So it seems like we have a couple of... I'm going to guess that at this point, with the combined experience of some of the returning names and some of the new additions, this project has a few more experienced mappers involved. So with that in mind, the quality should be higher. Theoretically, of course. And I died because I suck at vanilla punching. And we are pistol starting all the maps. This is current platform by Iori, otherwise known as Trevor Primit. Does a good job of blocking off the rotation there on the sky, mostly. Oh my goodness. How did that appear? That is a strange appearance there. The teleporting keycard. Ooh, something. Oh. Changes so like these are okay. Oh, sure. So, one of the things I discovered while doing some research for looking for the infamous map of Community Chest 2, which is map 24, is the one that's best known. It turns out all the Community Chests have at least one map in them that's pretty infamous, or famous, or in the top 100 most memorable maps. What format is this for? Wrong thing. This is boom compatible, just like the first one. Yeah, I guess you're right. Teleporting conveyor belts. Okay, look at that light. Awesome, right? But yeah, I found out that all 4 community chests have at least one map in them that are infamous. And infamous, stop saying that. I mean, well known, I should say. In the case of CC1, it's map 29. In the case of this one, it's 24. In Community Chest 3, it's map 29 again. And in Community Chest 4, it's 21, which, as it turns out, I actually have played. It was part of an Iron Man sometime last year or the year before. So I have actually played a tiny little bit of Community Chest 4. But since I died on the second map in the Lupix Casman set for 4, I didn't really see everything. And yeah, that is a neat lighting effect. So that's kind of interesting to know. It wasn't just 1 and 2 that had the most memorable maps in it. It's all 4. I shouldn't really say infamy because it's only the first one I think has the infamous reputation with map 29. The others I think are remembered a bit more fondly, so... Ruh-roh. But yeah, I also just want to qualify that this decision I've made about trying to tackle my anger issues is by no means a recent impulsive decision. You have heard me over the years talk about my problems with getting angry at video games and how I've tried to do stuff about it in the past. Hey Steve, how's it going? Welcome to map 2 of Community Chest 2. Oh, it's a trap. You have fun with that. Right. Oh, it's gonna fight back. It's not tolerating that Spectre's shit no more. Oh. That was just a thing that was supposed to come out. Yeah, it's not really much of a trap, I guess. Like, the payoff is what, 1 Spectre and 1 Gecko? And these guys come out after. Feels like these are the kind of guys that should have been showing up when the thing happened. Like, maybe they appear then, rather than when it's much more easier to deal with them. But, perhaps Sayori was learning the ropes at the time. Ugh. 1 Baron. Ooh. I can't wait to waste my ammo on you. Can't wait. Yep. Can't wait. Ammo tax. Oh yeah, it's a bit like oh, a pentagram. Nice. Monopoly's version of an ammo tax. Do not pass go, do not quit 200. Ah, that makes this easier. Hold on. Oh. Whatever that is, lowered is staying down. Oh no, it's not. It's actually just got a long timer. Whatever it is. Ah, shit, what is it? Ah, I don't know what that activated. I think I was looking in the wrong area. I heard something from in here, but what? Ah, here we go. Hey, A3. And Kraja. Am I winning? Yeah, I guess you could say I'm winning. Sure. I like the detail of this little grate here. That's really good. So, Sans mod when, John Suitepee? Yes, this is a real thing. I don't know. We did talk about your point of mods during the sweet state as well, Lord Misfit, near the end. Yeah, well, it's not your time. What I've basically decided on in regards to mods for the moment is that I will consider it in the future. Well, it's pretty late on, maybe about an hour 30, 40. I spend a good chunk of the sweet state talking about about the video I saw recently about my anger issues and how I'm going to try and implement them going forward. Has an early D1 map kind of feel. Yeah, it does kind of have. You blasphemer. How dare you have it with Doom 2 music? This feel. Another secret, which is rockets. I guess sans the rocket launcher, which I don't seem to have acquired. Like, at all. Strange. Did I miss a rocket launcher somewhere? Because I have all 3 secrets and none of them had a rocket launcher in it as far as I can tell. Opens exit door with health appears. Yeah. Alright. Strange that the rockets were there though. Oh yeah, sorry, about mods. I've said that I would consider doing more mods in the future, but since I'm not currently taking requests of any kind, that I would probably discuss it again in January of next year when I have the discussion about what to do with the Doom mods. Because I know that some people are still waiting for me to open that list up again. I won't be doing that until the end of the year. And I'm going to talk about it next year. And what I have said is that I will consider going to do more mods in the future, but this year I'm mostly focusing on playing other games. Since last year I spent most of it doing Doom mods, this time I want to get around to the other game list. Oh, I get it. Slide. It's not like the early precursor to Oblige. Or maybe I'm not. By the Flange Peddler, otherwise known as Ian Cunnings. Yeah, and then I mean, you have heard me talk about me trying to get over my anger issues with video games for ages. You've probably heard me say it and then try something out. My biggest problem has just been doing that in the past and then just not continuing to do it like for weeks after. Like, I do it for maybe a few days and I just get remember when Pinky's died in 2 shotgun blasts? That one did. At the cost of the rest of my ammunition, mind. A video of Rev shooting homing chainguns at the play. You should try that mod out first. Oh, absolutely, Dubs. I will totally try that mod out. Yes! Fractal Doom. I think I have a vague idea of what that one is. Yeah, go play with your pet dog or whatever. Was that super shotgun just casually placed on the right there? It's just casually tossed on the ground. No sense of ceremony or anything. Here's your super shotgun, you filthy animal. Another nice cleaning. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Preview of Fractal Doom. Oh boy. Okay.
Hey there, this is Mr. Icarus, and welcome to yet another edition of Doom Mod Madness. This time round, we're checking out Fractal Doom, and on the surface, this doesn't look like anything particularly exceptional or strange, and that's until you start making enemies die.
Oh god.
It started already, but as you probably noticed, the
Oh
enemies
god.
are multiplying in strange and slightly unpredictable ways.
Alright, that is not what I was expecting, honestly. Put it on the screen. I think that was not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be all about visual. I was expecting something else. I don't want to spoil it for myself. Yeah, that's some crazy shit there. Yeah, you've mentioned about the damage numbers thing. Do you know what I need to rage at? Doom's derpy RNG. I don't know if I'd want to have damage numbers all the time, though. It's something I'll consider, Lord Misfit, but keep in mind I like to play new WODs with no real tweaks. I know it's only a very small thing, so it might be alright to try it with something. If I could get over the distraction of it, but perhaps I'll pick it for something else. Yeah, I suppose there's that. Damage numbers are really relevant for the mods. Interesting how we did this little switch thing. Nice leaking acid there. Yeah, that wasn't so good. I was expecting some Hell Knights. Yeah. The best trap was the one for the red key. With a nice setup with the 4 different switches. And then boom. But yeah, nice looking map. This might have been one of the Flange Peddler's first maps. Who knows? The one that could really affect strategy though is a mod that shows HP health bars for monsters. Yeah, that could be interesting. I mean, I might try out little tweaks like that in the future. I'm not out for ruling out your little damnums and whatnot, but yeah. An alright map there. And a returning face with Gene Bird. He also does multiple maps for this one, so deja vu. I don't think I can get that right now. That's unfortunate. The money mini-mod is ELDL. You've seen it in areas, but it's one makes them get super power and basically almost currently go around and stuff. I think the bars are designed to. I'm guessing that's either a secret or it lowers later. Or I don't know. But yeah, the biggest problem with my attempts to self-improve have literally just been I stopped trying. This time though, unlike the other times in the past where I've said this and I don't really abide it, is I'm going to be consistent this time. You know, I am not going to stop after a couple of days and go back to doing things as I usually do. This is a... right. This is a change that is going to stay around. You know, I really do want to overcome my anger problems at video games. I really do. And I'm going to take this very seriously from now on. So, anytime you tell me to calm down, you are helping out. You know? It's not just a fun little thing. Nice in-fight manipulation. Thanks. I mean, Revenant's going to essentially be duped the same as Pinkies. It's just that there's a bit more of a risk if you fuck it up. Also, the pain states. You know, a Mancubus Revenant pain state is far more devastating than a Pinkies. You know, you get a rocket to your face if you fuck up and get the pain state. If Pinky does it, well, it's only bite you, right? Yep, exactly. In setting out that sort of thing, I wanted to do something that was useful. You know, something I could actually do, and that's the reason why it's there. It's to help let me know when I need to calm down. The only difference, now is that if you do that, I will be hopefully pausing the game and actually just taking a breather for a minute. Hey, need help? How you doing? Yeah, it's been okay so far. Oh, you... Ugh. I just wasted a box of 20 shells. Something tells me I won't need to mine that so much. Let's go with a hunch. Oh, I get it. That's why it's called Deja Vu, because the map is this. It looks similar. Get it? You go all the way around and it's the same on the other side. Where have I seen this before? It's not quite going for the wormhole, it's just flipping the map. Bit more mean-spirited. Knew there was a second chain gunner down here. Non-damaging nukage for. One thing I do not want to forget to point out in why you decided to get better with your anger is I'm trying to do save screen, but some of your anger has come from not remembering to save, so that's something to keep in mind. It's possibly an error. Maybe not. Yeah, I am going to try to remember to save before encounters, you know. But I will adopt appropriate discretion. So, for example, if I'm going to play something like Map 29 of Community Chest, for the sake of time, you know, I am going to save scum. It's more in the cases of fights, you know, it's what I'm comfortable with. Hey, MTX. Yeah. I survived the Cerdo. Oh. Second time in the level I have picked up a box of 20 I didn't want. I somehow feel again I'm not going to be punished for my mistake in this regard, though. Could be wrong, like. It's not the impression I'm getting. Whoa. Yeah, seems average. Seems about the level of his work in the first community chest. Yeah, this is a Gene Bird map. One of the returning mappers from the first community chest, as well as Kaiser, Voltaface, and Use 3D. though I am told the Use 3D map is better. It's also only just one, and it's much later on, so we won't be seeing it like midway through or anything. That looks secret-tastic. Many secrets. Double secret, yeah. Is that a monster block wine I'm seeing? Sure looks like it. Guess that's one way to dodge a lanky-ish projectile. Man, that was an intense fight. Only the monsters have the ability to... Wait, this is non-damaging also. Oh, if I'd known that, I'd just stay in the room. Boo! It's a deja vu part of the level over there. I'm guessing it is. Yeah, I certainly am. Ooh, okay. unlock a bedroom. Fireplace. A bath. Doom Cute is the best. That frigging pig here before was really trying to become the next rocket sacrifice. Is that a megasphere? Wow. The health problem sorted. So I can, yeah, this is my chain gunner zoo. This is my imp farm and my Hell Knight farm, and I put the Caco Demon in with the Revenant because reasons. My monster house .mod. We're hoping the dynamic sacrifices will keep all the pets happy. Also corresponding to the amount of lost kids in the neighborhood. But you know, as a proud demon house owner, you gotta make some sacrifices. Wow, Hell Knight, you must have just tickled that Arachnotron. Big, strong Hell Knight getting stun-locked to death. You know. Do you ever think demons have the same worries about machines taking over like we do? Like with Arachnotrons being like part machines and brains, do they ever worry like, well, it's a thing that can shoot very fast projectiles at a high speed. And what if I'm gonna get replaced by this thing? I mean, I'm just a Hell Knight that can walk on two legs and shoot green projectiles, but this thing is like a machine and it fires much faster than me. What if I'm getting replaced? Or maybe they just don't care because... well, they're demons and they probably don't care. Are you high? No, I'm pretty much still on the ground here. Hey, thanks for the follow, Asantion. Thanks for the follow there. Hey, get cooped. I guess we have to go back and find something. Oh yeah, there you go. Sure. Hey, get cooped, how's it going? Wookiee Cyber Demon whilst the wagging now can taste both worlds. That's certainly a different way to exit the level. Okay. We will go with that. This is Elixir by Rob Young, or RJY. $3.80. High count. Bird got off to a good start but wasn't aggressive. Yeah, his maps in the first community chest were decent enough, but they weren't really too aggressive. This, on the other hand. Wait a minute. What? Oh, thank God. They didn't. We're getting a lot of enemies at the start of this one. Hey, Mr. Zool. Yes, this is my first playthrough of the Chest 2. I have never played any of the Community Chest before, with the exception of Community Chest 4, but only 1.5 maps because it was part of an Iron Man. Other than that, I have not really seen a lot of any of these, so I'm going in pretty blind. Things are going well. Gonna leave that Zerk, I think, for now. Is that a silent teleport? I just didn't do it. No, it wasn't a silent teleport, oddly enough. to be careful about moving forward here because of this. Oh, good grief. I'm going back. The sad thing was, I was half expecting there to be some kind of a trap on that berserk. Now I know. Again, vanilla punching. It's not as easy to do. Okay, so oh nice, this time I got rid of the chain gunner early. That means I can take a bit less damage. Having to enter the room. Oh wait, oh, I grabbed something. AD Pop and Horse. Could use some armor. Why am I not surprised you open your stream chat tonight, Depop, with an arch file stuck between some things? What? No, not my first death. I died on the first map. I also tried to punch my way out of a situation where I had no space. An Archvile Wolf Triangle. Right. That is not what I wanted to happen. You know what? Back up a second. I want to grab the Zerg. And not lose all my health. There we go. Analysis, this trap is evil. Treat with punching. When punches don't work, treat with more punching. And then the punching worked, and I got my berserk. Now, we don't have to worry about having... Now we will do this encounter with the increased health pool. Hopefully while not losing said health pool to something unnecessary. Heal the souls first. Go off, souls. Oh, welcome. Yeah. It's going to take me a while to train my brain to not really care about such evil traps like that. But the practice will happen, and I will overcome them. It's not like there aren't going to be some frustrating traps that might warrant some ill comment. It's just that I don't need to get caught up in the whole frustration part. More the how shall we overcome this difficulty part, so that we may move forward kind of thing, you know. That is the... Yes, this mapper has some bad intentions. For some reason the pinkies can't come down. That's odd. Well, oh, what? Oh. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, this map is just being an asshole with hordes now. I thought I might have been able to pull off a nice little recovery there, but... RJY. Try that again. See if we can... Looks like we're gonna have to save once we get in the building. Ooh, taking no damage on this section. Doing a lot better this time. Managed to weave those souls a lot better on this occasion. Yeah, Hell Knights can come down, imps just not pingies for some reason. Perhaps showing that this mapper was learning stuff at the time of the creation. You think it's the best map so far? as I've said in the past, the light bulb moment will come when sometime in the next few months I'm playing a really difficult map and I get myself screwed over by some RNG or some mistake or whatever, and I die, and I just shrug it off and I don't really care too much other than to go, oh, we're so close, and then to try again and to not rant and rave, and that becomes the new standard. That is when we're going to have the light bulb moment that I've been waiting. Getting some shades of Stronghold from TNT with this map. Using a significant amount of hit scanners. In a sort of... Okay, this is where we save. So the thing to do here is, we did the right thing first time, is to run straight through. Get to the end of the corridor. It's just a case of not getting hit by a rev afterwards. Not this time. Yeah. That was the difficult part of Stronghold, just the sheer numbers of the enemies. Now that being... That being said, it looks like these windows have not been done too well. The missing textures seem to be quite abundant in these windows that he's set up. Yeah. Also very similar to what Stronghold in TNT went for with the yeah, that's why I'm thinking it's kind of similar to that map. I can't get that one for some reason. Oh, I can. I just have to do a bit of nudging. Stronghold being one of the more better maps of TNT, or at least memorable at any rate. Anything in here? Pain elemental in the bathroom? Sector toilets. Looks like we have to... Oh, jeez. I guess that... Ah, damn it. Oh. We're seeing a lot of a few missing textures in this. Well, I won't be surprised. We saw some 3D bridges being used in the first one. Hang on, if that's the secret, can we... Okay, yeah, if we're gonna be doing that game, I think I'm gonna be saving a whoop there just to sake of my sanity. I don't know why you'd place barons up there. That just seems like a really tedious way of blocking the player off. Oh, Mr. Zool's getting carried away again. Okay, a key card being up there makes sense. Even the secrets have enemies in them. Hey, Francis. You don't like this map, but you might mouse 1 to 3. It's a bit early to tell at the moment. This map, for its stronghold from TNT-esque level of enemy number, is kind of sticking out at the early going, but not really much to distinguish it from the first one for now. Oh, that's how you solve that little riddle, huh? I see. Ugh. Wow, that Rev is really going to try and kill that Baron. Really going for it. Oh, almost. Ooh, we've got a computer area map, which shows not a lot. I think the main highlight of CC1 is not the maps that are okay, but rather the ones that are awful. So CT2 has fewer of those, it's an improvement. Gene Bird first can die though. Yeah, I would agree with your assessment of the first one. You know, the best compliment I could give to the first community chest was that it had a bunch of average maps, you know. We're seeing some missing textures though, so I guess RJY was still learning to fill in some gaps back then. But well, I can't go back outside, so my answer is somewhere in here. Hey Moti, how's it going? Yeah, that's a strange table. The red key card is right there. But am I meant to like get into the middle of that thing somehow? That doesn't work. Oh. Ah, damn it. I made it there, I just couldn't see where to go for the last bit. Ah, forget it, I'm not gonna waste my time. I would be willing to put good on map 2, 14, 23, and 26 of the first one, but just barely good. I didn't like Spagnay's third offering. Oh, that was the second one. Map 26. The Metabolist map was decent. The Vandervelde maps were good. That was about it, really. So, what am I now doing here then? I don't get it. I get in this room and there's nothing in here. 3 and 4 are the better community chests. So I have been told. Well, actually, most people said that the 4th one was the best and just ignore the other 3. But I've also been told the series gets better as it goes on, so I'm expecting the maps to reflect that. Ravage, who did map 22 of the first one, that was his first map ever, and then never another map after that, but he did Hocus Doom. Oh, so it was that Ravage. I don't know what to do here. tree is really, really good. Okay, cool. Well, no idea what I'm doing here, I'm afraid, everyone. Oh, never mind, there's that, I guess. Nah, I just forgot about that for some reason. Okay. Oh, that is a secret. Dutch Devil, Kazman, Phobos, Green Herring, Shadow Dweller, and Peace Off. Yeah, we've had some different authors from this one compared to the first. A few returning names and then some more not so familiar ones. I'm not quite sure what would have been I'm supposed to be watching on to here. That's apparently a secret. I don't know what to do here. Am I supposed to get on this thing? Oh wait, no, I think I know what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to go on here and then walk around the ledge, maybe? No, that's not possible either. Oh wow, so he contributed to all four. Alright then, Steve, have fun. Oh, I was almost on it then. Oh wait, I can't actually get on that ledge, so that's not it. What am I doing here? I don't think you're supposed to cross. Red key's still there. Walk along the edge. Oh. Yeah, that was really unpleasant. CC2 is still a bit DMP 2004-ish, but perhaps not quite as much as CC1. Well, I mean, some of the mappers here will obviously have been starting out making stuff, so, you know, this is a 2004 batch, but I think this time there's a couple more experienced hands on deck. Oh yeah, at least we now know what we're doing. And that is... Ah, you've no chain gunner to resurrect this time. And I'll take that key gladly, sir. Get off the table. CC3 was supposed to be Xavier based. Oh god. Get out of the way. Nice. Boy, are we heading for ammo again. Going to have to be careful for a moment here. There's a lot of ammo in there, but no doubt there's also a lot of danger. But I don't really have much of an option here, so I'm going to go in and grab all this shit and get the hell out. Thanks, Imp. I swear I heard a cyber demon. See you, boys. fewer. How many of them are in the way? 1, 2, 3. Alright. You like Tackle David, but not very memorable. You've gone past AV like. Wait a minute. The door is still not open. Did I miss a switch down there? Awesome. Oh, I've pressed that. That's staying as is. Alright then, Alper, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you around with my community chest monopoly. I will try to do that. Ah, wow, a subtle switch. So we are able to escape. Eventually. Time to see if my punching skills have improved any since map 1. Or if I can get any kind of luck because vanilla punching is... Yeah, I'm gonna go for the option of just exiting. Crap. Actually, Vancubus are impossible to hitbox, so I don't know if I want them to win or not. There's still going to be 6 enemies, 3 enemies left. I mean, there's 3 Hell Knights on the platforms that I've ignored. And there is a cyber demon at the very top of the level. Okay. What the hell is this? Oh. I'm supposed to go over there somehow? Yeah, alright. Excuse me. Before we start shooting, what am I supposed to be doing here? No. The exit is apparently there, but... You're told by people not to play until release Canyon 2. Wait, I'm supposed to go around. But I can't go around, there's these props in the way. Oh, okay. I guess this is... Well, whatever it is, I cannot get around. Unless there's a switch or something I've missed back in the other area, but... Doesn't seem like... We have the computer map, so we can see everything in the level. Well, actually just jump up. Hey, Market Anarchy, how you doing? Interception 1 is Community Test 1, but it's almost completely a play it and forget about it affair. So wait, you're telling me that the only way to get up there is to jump? They actually want you to just jump up there? Well, I guess that's what we'll have to do. Just jump to the exit, I guess. And you be the judge. My arse is a bit stiff. Well, I don't know of any other way to... You can't get around the... Sort of... I did kill the cyber demon, nothing changed. Also, I'm not going to be able to kill the cyber with no fucking ammo. Yeah, the thing's there as intended. I kill the cyber demon and nothing changes. I mean, I guess you're supposed to go around the edge of the platform and then dash up there. But in any event, I can't get around these things. In PR booms, our decorations not blockable. Okay, so there seems to be gaps in all of these, tiny little gaps, but all on the side, except for this one. I mean, you are right, you're supposed to go around the edge, but it looks like this prop was placed at an angle that is not possible to get around. Like, it needed to be put a few more clicks to the left. And because of that, I cannot actually get around it. And yeah, never mind the fact there's a fucking cyber demon blasting me here while I'm attempting to do this really running around. With a bit of luck I can get away with that. But oh, it is, oh god. It's possible with a very tight run. Now, the only problem is I gotta now do, so once I do that, it's just a case of hugging the left side. The left side. Oh god, is this one also similar? No, left side, left side, left side, and exit. And all this while a cyber demon is planted right there. Like, what on earth? I guess it is doable, but it's almost. I almost did it on my first real attempt. Well, not with this amount of ammo. You have to punch out a lot more things than I spent my stuff on. But there's no... Yeah. I'm going to punch out a cyber demon with the newer hitboxes. Not a chance. Actually, the cyber blast helped me for the first bit, but then nothing after that. Let me know when you get bored of me trying this and just allow me to jump up there so we can move on. Because this is just retarded, I'm afraid. How to spoil a map with one really awkward ending, I suppose. Depends on the damage. I have never actually managed to berserk punch out a cyber demon even with GZ Doom hitboxes. It requires a lot of patience and luck. I mean, you know what would make this so much easier? Just not having the props there. Like, just get rid of the props. No kidding, remove the props, and bam, this is still quite challenging. But no, it's why I want you to do this super specific run with a cyber blasting issue. And it's really annoying because I swear to God I nearly had it first time, but no. But it's just the first one where it's super tight. After that, there's a reasonable gap, I think, in the rest. It's just the first one, which I can only assume is simply down to the fact that he placed it at a really bad angle. You know? And then because I'm too busy anticipating death, I can't then manipulate it. I think RJY was still learning at this point. The missing textures throughout the map would perhaps indicate that. So, yeah. Like Van Halen said, you might as well jump. So, ignoring the terrible ending to that, probably nah, I'm not gonna say it actually. The missing textures and the general sort of ending gives me the impression that this is a person learning to map, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. This is The View by Looktrav71. The music here is Doom 1 music. I don't know if RJY went on to do all the things. It seems like a name I might have come across before somewhere. Hopefully they learned from that map and its missing textures and the awkward ending in how to place things for the future. Yeah, I thought that name was familiar. Like I've seen it somewhere before. For all intents and purposes, that's probably one of the first maps he might have done. Maybe not. Why did I not take the yeah. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. Let's get rid of you, shall we, real quick? Ooh. We've got an interesting author for map 9. If I can get to that tonight. We'll have to see. Yeah, that's a very nice view of the hanging corpses of the damned there. Getting in the way as the meat shields that you are. scrolling texture, which looks like it's a little weird here. For whatever reason. Hey, Ostinado, how's it going? Welcome to map 6 of the second community chest. Oh dear. Barely made it out with anything there. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to check. Guess I will do after this stream is over. Have the Iron Mans been announced for this month yet? For the Iron Eagle in the Iron Man League? Guess I need to get to those at some point. Vrak. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I feel so smart. Then I realize I'm on the wrong side. Vrak. What is that? That name sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is, like, at all. There's a portal down there. Alright. Good payoff. Big space maps. It's based on how many kills you get unless you survive all 3 maps. Oh, okay, cool. That sounds interesting. I'm gonna I'll probably play the Iron Man stuff after I've beaten this community chest. Get the Iron Mans done early this month again. What about the Iron Eagle? Has that been announced yet? Although I won't be surprised if it wasn't. The Iron Eagle, for some reason, seems to take a couple of days after the start of a month sometimes to get announced. So, do you get to play all 3 Vraks, or is it like Pegleg likes to slack? Not yet, okay. Well, this is cool. It'll probably take me a couple of days to beat this community chest. That should give enough time for it to come out, I think. So do you get to play all 3 of them, or is it like if you die once, that's the end of it? Sorry, I don't know why my voice is going there. Shouldn't really be doing that. Boy, my Mancubus dodging is way off. Well, that's it. Nothing out here. Just here's your key and a bunch of trees. Enjoy. Ah, they come at the end of the view. Okay, cool, I guess. Hey, that looks almost inviting. Oh, nice. So it won't be a super short Iron Man like it has been recently, I hope. Man, I've not really had a good Iron Man performance since a few months ago, I think. I've been playing them blind and getting whomped. Hey, Sideshow Mel 420. So what's the community chest? I'm pretty new to the Doom 2 scene. Rip and tear, dude. Yep, rip and tear. The community chest 2 is a mega wad from 2004. I'm playing the whole community chest series, of which there are 4 in total. They're basically a collection of maps by a bunch of people. Oh, only just 6. I mean, if it carries on for much longer, I'm going to have to start doing some prepared runs to mix it up a bit. Just so I don't die, you know. Hey, lunatic's not easy. I've only survived like 4 or 5. Mostly the easiest stuff. That weapon's attack worrying. Ah, shit. Let's see if the Cacodemon wants to kill it for me. Or at least keep the Revenant busy for a minute. Could be close. Oh, the Cacodemon is pulling off the great evasion maneuver. I'm gonna block it to give it a better chance. Ah. No luck. Oh, you've done your run already. Well, Lunatic is probably the easiest skill saw WOD that I've played, but it is still no spring chicken when it comes to map 5 or some of the nastier traps in the early stuff. You know, it's not an easy WOD by any means. Yeah, development 2004. I mean, there's been Doom WODs being made since 1993. Wait, no, hold on. What year was a Ridge WOD? Was it 93 or 94? I'm trying to remember what year it was. Can you just... Looks like I got the generous tick rev there. Well, yeah. You can make a mistake and then you die, but it's not... What year did original WOD come out? I could have sworn it was 94. Well, it might have been 93. I have to look that up. Let's see. Okay. Just searching it now. Okay. It's not loading the Doom wiki for some reason. Oh, crying out loud. What's going on? Ugh. Really? The Doom wiki isn't working? Okay. Oh, okay. Original WOD came out in 94. So, okay. People have been making Doom WOD since 1994 then. You know, so... By this point, there'd already been 10 years of Doom maps prior. So yeah, unsurprisingly. I think we have to play in the goop. Hard work to go and dodge it and I get hit anyway. Screw you. I mean, if you want, you could call this the time capsule of 2004 era Doom mapping, just like Community Chest 1 was a time capsule of 2003 Doom mapping. You know? Back when GZ Doom wasn't even a thing. People still use Zay Doom and PR boom and Eternity and other kinds of now obsolete Doom source ports and whatnot. It's always interesting to see how mapping has evolved over the years. You know, from like the 90s mapping craze to the beginning of the 2000s, and then you see all the gradual, more polished stuff in the 2010s, and nowadays we have... There's only 5 maps in Lunatic. Nowadays, you can do, you know, we have a lot more custom stuff, you know. I mean, what will the 20s bring for the Doom mapping scene? What kind of wonderful things will we see for the next decade? That's going to be really exciting for me. This is going to be the first decade where I'll be able to be around the Doom mapping and playing Doom maps and stuff for the entire decade. You know, by the end of this decade, I'm going to be one of those wily veterans of the 2010 era, you know. I remember when Sunlust wasn't a thing, and they were better for it. None of that super hardcore mapping shit and abrasive mapping names and forcing players to learn how to use BFG wall banging to beat Archvile's slaughter traps. Although I still thank Danny Bubinger to this day for that map, because it taught me a very handy trick about the BFG. Getting dark, John. Yeah, I'll fix the light momentarily. There's one enemy remaining. And now there was none. Welcome back, Steve. Oh, God. Let's turn on some motherfucking lights, shall we? Maybe I could play Technical or Antichrist Box by Major Arlene. Maybe. Maybe. I like those gallows. Yeah, hallways and corridors, you know. It took many different projects over the years to push the limits of what was possible in Doom. Why it's one of the longest running communities. That and the game is just awesome. Literally the Tetris of, well, it's like akin to Tetris, the base game, in terms of just being a fabulous game with very few flaws. Anyway, this map was nice. Lots of outdoory views, I guess. Another flange peddler map. Now, are we getting custom text this time? Are we buggery? Not a chance. Our second map from the flange peddler. Not the last. This is one of your favourites in Skinny Chest too. Hey Scotty, how's it going? Does some unique things. Oh, I'm excited. You're hyping me up for this map, you two. Now, I'll just say early on that the main map that made the top 100 list is map 24. So that's the one I guess you'll all be waiting to see me play in this community chest, I would imagine. But unlike the top 100 map in the first community chest, this one is, well, it's remembered more fondly. But by the sounds of it, it may not be easy. I have at least played the map that would go on to Inspire anyway. Again, thanks to the Iron Man League. The Iron Man League is like a brief soiree into unknown quarters. A visitation. That sounds very familiar. Yeah. I think I have a rough idea of what I'm in for, however. Unlike Citadel at the Edge of Eternity, I've played, thanks to the Iron Man League, Disturbia, which is basically inspired by that map and then taken to a new extreme. Because the lack of custom music. There is some custom music in this one. A bit more than in the first chest. I just think, though, that a good chunk of it is just Doom music from the first game. But there is a bit more on show. A little bit more, anyway. Yeah, there's a few others. We get some Rise of the Triad music later. Mega Man X 2. Which is a step up from the first community chest, where you had enough custom music until the last few maps. Drat. A practice which continues today. Rise of the Triad's music is pretty memorable. Hell, I know a decent amount of it from hearing it in Doom mods before I even played that Interceptor remake earlier this year. Yeah, I'd agree, Multi. I'm glad custom music became an important thing too. Lots of squares everywhere according to the map there. But I don't blame him. Rise of a Triad's soundtrack is pretty good. But yeah, I agree. I mean, custom music throughout Doom maps is great. You know, it's nice that people started adding more stuff, and then we had like the rise of the super composers of Jimmy and Primeval and Stew Boy and a few others. You know, it's definitely nice in hearing D running every time, or the Doom 2 stuff, you know. Some of the Doom 2 tracks are pretty good for repeat listening, but not a whole lot of them. And to be honest, most of the good Doom tracks are from the first game. So we got a shut off gate there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I wouldn't be surprised if people really use the Undertale music. It's just that I very rarely came across it. I'm sure I've played at least one map that's had it. But I don't remember what it was. High conveyor belt? I have a chainsaw. What am I doing? Ooh. Whee! Shotgun. Okay, this little conveyor belt. Alright, that's fun. Oh wow, look at this. The corpse goes in there and it comes out there. Yeah, I mean, the start music's good. It's better in the first Doom and the second Doom for the most part, but there's some good tracks in both games. It's just that when you play a lot of Doom mods, you know, I really appreciate it when people do use custom music or just something a bit different other than just relying on the Doom stock to carry them through. These conveyors are a precursor to picture maps. Nah, I don't see any pistol zombies in large, weird numbers. Please miss, or don't shoot at all. That is even better. So what do you think of your attempt at putting together a Hellbound HP music pack? Well, it was okay. Revenant. Whoa, Jimmy's Jukebox. Oh, I've seen Tom's menus. Jimmy's Jukebox for his streams. $10 health. I'm not so okay, 20 health, 30 health. Looking a little better now. Now you're there, Shane Gunner. Quarry kill, we get back 70 HP. Hey D'Angelo, how you doing? Wouldn't mind a music pack if you go for the master levels and its custom levels. I probably need to play the master levels at some point just to wrap up my playing of everything officially Doom related. And then after that, it's just Doom, PlayStation Doom, pretty much. Use Jimmy's G-Box when you played with a catastrophe. It was much more fun. I have been told they're not great. Alright, hold up. Yo. Back this way. Fresh revenants. fresh revs. What do you think of 64? I'm currently playing that. Seems the flange pedal last posted in 2009, visited in 2012. Oh, maybe they just moved on. Had a few years with Doom and moved on and did whatever. Doom 64, I like Doom 64. Doom 64 was good. Ooh. I didn't notice that blue keycard on the conveyor belt before. That will be handy. Yes, sirree. Yeah, I like Doom 64. Having played Doom 64 EX just before playing it, I can say that it's actually, it feels, with the exception of the lighting being a bit too bright in Doom 64 Night Dive Edition, other than that, the gameplay is like smoother. 2 more revs. No, not 2 more revs. Supposed to. Is it like putting it on the conveyor belt when it these switches or something? Or maybe it opens something else. Yeah, I have to mess around with the gamma a bit. And it's not quite the same as in the darkness of 64 EX, but other than that, it's pretty good stuff. Kaiser's levels in the new levels of Doom 64 were also a nice a nice mix-up, you know, levels with more enemies in them. You know? So yeah, Doom 64 was great. I'm finally glad I got a chance to play it. Several times in a fucking month, in fact. I played it for Yade, then I played it on here. Okay, well, twice then. I played it on here for the when the Doom 64 came out. What is with these revenants? Oh no. He blocked me off. Crap. Gonna have to be careful. Yeah, the lack of reload is kind of... You get used to it though. You know, you commit it to muscle memory and then you just forget about it. But to be fair, the lack of reload animations were due to the limitations of the original 64 cartridge. I suppose they could have added some if they wanted to, but I never really felt that it bugged me, even when I saw it for the first time in EX. It's just like, oh, you know, it's a bit odd, but being that it's got a good sense of muscle memory, especially if you've played one of the other Doom games before, it's fine. Oh, a red skull. Right. You kind of want to see... Wait a minute. Oh no, What am I doing? Alright, I guess that will have more evidence appear. Doom 64 slaughter maps. A Doom 64 slaughter map could be interesting. No question about it. Did they add this to super secret in map 20? I think the secret. Sorry, going here. I think they left the secrets as is. As far, but I'm not as knowledgeable in Doom 64, so I don't know. Yeah. There is a very. Speaking of secrets. Oh, fucking hell. Try again. Speaking of secrets. Four very hidden switches. Oh wait, these barriers are finally lowered. Yeah, there's several secret levels in Doom 64, and they serve a purpose. You get there's a weapon you can get in the first one. Oh, sorry, no, hang on. There's 4 secret levels in Doom 64. One of them unlocks the challenge mode stuff and the cheat menu on the first level. And then there's 3 others that have an early access to the Unmaker, which you do get eventually, but you get it early for a reason. And I'm not saying any more than that. I trust that you have got the Unmaker. So I'm not spoiling anything. Oh, right, you're talking about secrets on the map. Okay, well, I don't know then. Is this going to spawn more revs too? Oh, no. It's going to activate the demon portal. Where there are then revenants. Agitation levels intensify. I swear I used to be good at dodging those. I swear. This is what happens when you fight revenants for too long. You get so rusty that you just fail to dodge very. It's like revenant fatigue, or maybe just. Or maybe just fatigue in general. I have a better idea. Oh, we come from both sides of the portal. Oh. Okay. Wow, we actually did get to go through. Wait, what the? Hey, everything's gone all yellow. Wait. Yeah. What's with this yellowy tint? Is this cold lighting? Oh, wow. This is kind of cool. Yeah, this is a Boom compatible map set. Although if it's like the first one, it was also runnable for Zaydoom. It's a Boom trick that is a pain to implement. What, cold lighting was a pain? You know what, this being 2004, it probably would be. You hardly see cold lights anymore. I see cold lights. Yeah, cold lights are usually associated with Jeezy Doom stuff or Zaydoom stuff. It's not something you usually see in a Boom map, I'd agree. Oh, okay, good. The Unmaker isn't a spoiler then for you. That's good. I'd feel a bit bad if I just sort of spoiled. Oh, by the way, there's an Unmaker. Yep, it's a good weapon. It's a very good weapon. There's a way to make it even more ridiculously overpowered. All you have to do is find the 3 secret levels. And you can get some special things that will make the Unmaker into the best weapon in the game. I'm gonna save here. I smell shenanigans. Oh, look at the ceiling. Wow, cool looking stuff. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. This is a Dead Simple clone? Ish. Don't die. Don't do it. Oh, fuck. That didn't go down well. Okay, this is not quite the same as Dead Simple. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta find the 3 secret X levels. And then on each of the 3 secret levels, there's a secret thing that you can get. Lots of wine deaths and tagging. Okay, it's not quite a Dead Simple thing. Yeah, I guess I did forget this was map 7. I mean, community chest. What the? I mean, to be fair, Community Chest 1 did not have a Dead Simple run out either. Huh. Hold on, there's something... Ooh. I like the tint of this area. That was pretty cool. Alright, I guess we're going... Exit Archvile? No, Baron. I'm one that teleports into the room for some reason. You're still a bit disappointed that the Doom Eternal Unmaker wasn't as fleshy and bony as the Doom 64. Yeah, I don't think we get to play around with the Unmaker too much, surprisingly. You get it so late in the game, and it's just I certainly used it a bit more. I used it more than the BFG later on. It just didn't feel quite the same-ish. That's it. I'm going to curb stomp some demons right now, thank you. Follow. And thanks for the follow, Sideshow Mel 420. I don't really want to talk about the Unmaker because, well, Sideshow Mel has never seen it before, but all I'm going to say is look up the location of the free secret maps and make sure you get the free secret items on the free secret maps. And you will enjoy the Unmaker a hell of a lot more. In fact, it becomes more powerful than the BFG, which is honestly quite a feat. Totally out tabbing there. Thank you very much for another gifted sub by Lord Misfit to Sideshow Mel 420. You can now use that emote in all channels on Twitch. Don't like something? Let them know. Create a Fuzzball Renegade for the design of it. Which, come to think of it, now that I look at the no, it looks a bit like the text in it gives me the Vanguard vibe for some reason. The color scheme, at least. Alright then, Sideshow Mel, have fun with Doom 64. So yeah, this is actually quite a decent map. I think, you know, a really cool trip to hell with the weird tint. This might actually be the first map I've played so far in the Community Chest Marathon that's actually been above, that has been not just average, but actually good. You know, something worth remembering a bit. Conveyor belt, cool little hell bit. This is more like it. Oh, I thought this was map 9. But it is only map. Don't I hate that traps don't block things in vanilla? I probably did. So yeah, another Gene Bird map. So many. This is only the second one. And he has another 1, 2, 3 after this. So yeah, quite a few actually, I guess. Whoa. Oh god, that was really fucking bad. Alright. Are you serious? Okay. Finally, the physics of the Revenant rockets gave up. Last. I'm using GZ Doom version 4.4 pre something, running with boom strict compatibility. Console tells you the version bottom right. Yeah, there you go. 4.4 pre-34. A version that is, I mean, the last I checked the official site, the run that they give to people is 4.3, so I'm playing like a test version or something along those lines. Get down from there, you look ridiculous. Is this a secret? All of them subpar. Oh, boom strict is probably it. Oh. Should I not be playing with boom strict? I was playing boom strict because it is boom compatible, so I thought it would be an apt fit. Wow. The block map. Block map. It's block map-tastic. Die now and get your... What am I doing with that? Oh no, I'm getting... 3507 is today's version. Yeah. Gene the mapping machine. He's so good. Yeah, all his maps in the first community chest were just fine, you know. I'm gonna guess we'll have a similar kind of outcome here, you know. Maps that are just fine, you know. Acceptable fare, but nothing like special. Is that an MBL? We're still seeing MBLs being used in derpy places. Lucky there that the Baron was actually going to die. If they had not died, I'd have run straight into a wall of not having much health left. Alright then, Moe, thank you for tuning in. I will see you later. At this point, I was almost tempted to say, now isn't this nice where I'm doing a stream where I'm not raging at anything? But then I've realised I've said this before at the beginning of each time I, in the past, have said, man, it's sure nice not to rage at things. Alright. This will have to be the last map of the stream, just as a heads up. Which is fine anyway, I think I'm getting a bit fatigued anyway. 100 hours shell consuming our locker box. But yeah, you know, in the past I've said like, oh, it's nice to not rage at stuff, and then I would that would slip. So I'm not really going to comment on it until I've done it for like a month or something. I'll be surprised if I can go this whole month without raging once at something. But maybe if I start to show the signs of analyzing my behavior and, you know, not getting as bothered about it, that would be nice to see. This truck looks like there's some infinite height blockers. That was awkward. Yes, please die, Revenant. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 2 more? Bloody hell. 2 rev duos in a row. Ugh. Holy shit. Let's see how this goes. I think that'll be my first target for the month. Let's see how I do in the first month, how many times I get upset at video games, and see if we can get that down to a nice single-digit number. Calm down. I think you might be misusing it there. Congratulations, you've just wasted 10,000 points. How do you feel? You must have a lot of points to spare. The only analysis I need to do here is that Ostinado just wasted 10,000 points. But that means that he has the points to spend. Jeez. 260k. That is a lot of points. You might need to hold on to those. The early days of this behavioral shift are going to... A God Spear. Okay. Let me just hold on to that for a minute. might do if an archvile shows up. I don't need your invulnerability. Vulnerability is for pussies. Or really tricky maps. We have to be invincible for a short period to beat it. But it's a Gene Bird map. I'm not expecting that to happen here. Theoretically. Oh yeah, I should probably... You could probably do it without even needing to have the thing. You could probably do that with something like place the invulnerability spear on a pedestal, and if the player presses a switch at the end of a fight, then it closes up. Bam, you can't get the spear anymore. You know, like you'd surround the pedestal with some bars, and then when the player presses the switch that opens the exit door, it also raises bars. But that does indeed sound like something that a heartless, evil mapper would do. Well, I guess we're not going to be using the invuln spear, like, ever. So be it. Note is not really a mapper. Oh man. Oh god, there's a hit scan. There. There he is. Got him. Nailed that fucker. Oh, Jesus, that fucking... Is there a way for me to go back here? I don't think there is. This is not pleasant. Oh, there's some... I was not expecting the extra imps there. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Invom Spear and go up there. Okay. Made it through all that. Damn it. Need to edge my way into here now. Hey Magnus, how you doing? Is that resident stuck there? No, he isn't. Nice. That's a very generous secret there. Hey, serious. Yeah, someone did mention Fractal Doom. When we're talking about mods I might play in the future. So that bit was kind of a little difficult, I guess. Was not expecting this to happen. Okay. Not particularly wanting that to occur. I guess that's how the lift gets back down to the bottom. Up we go. There's a secret thing there. How do I get to that? And the three other things that are... These walls open and... Bloody hell, forced item pickups again? It just feels like there should have just been more here. Is this really the end of the level? Seem to have missed something optional over here. Since only because this is my last map of the evening. I'm gonna take a little look down here. Yeah, definitely. That just felt like it needed something more happening in it. Honestly. I think this is a red key door, which is probably why I wasn't able to get to it before. Okay, that's everything. Now we have not 10 secret sectors in a row. I guess these other rooms are just monster closets. No doubt. It wasn't a short stream either. No, it wasn't. About my average, really. Somewhere between 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, so another fine average map by Gene Bird. Seemed to really reuse that one room structure several times, and we got a bit of a cool elevator, I guess. An elevator. Boom elevator. Multi-floors in 2004. Yeah. Alright, well. Next time around, a Graf Zal map. Which will also be the first time I think I've played a map by Graf Zal, aka Mr. Jeezy Doom. You know, responsible for the source port I am playing on, and many of us are using in the future. So that was the first 8 maps of Community Chest 2. Thoughts? What do you all think so far of the second Community Chest? Thanks, Graf. Actually, I may have played another map by him before in something a few years ago, but I could be wrong on that. Seems alright, this one so far. You like CC1 map 29 better? Well, go watch the VOD then, Depop. It consists of 95% of my part 6 playthrough. Put it on a loop and watch it to your heart's content. Remember all the precious moments, like the time where I got upset at the chain gunners, or the time I got upset at the mancubus, or the time I got upset at the revenants. At least it told an epic story. Yeah, an epic story with barbed nails on all the pages, so that every time you turned the page you gave yourself a nasty case of lockjaw and a few punches. You watched it 5 times already? It's just 2 days ago. I know we've had a lot of free time with the pandemic, but 5 times? Goodness me, you'll get saturated. Well, I have to say that so far Community Chest 2 has that similar feel to Community Chest 1. Perhaps we're seeing, the map 7 was something that was above average, and I guess, excepting for the end, RJY's map was a little intense, so maybe seeing signs that this is an improvement over the first one, but I'm still getting that similar feel to the first one so far, in that the maps are just fine, but we can see some amateur jank, but not quite as much so far anyway. I'm sure there'll be some good maps coming up. Can't go outside, you might get wounded. An epic story of a man's fight against unbeatable odds and a 3D bridge. Well, that's one way of describing it. So we'll have to see if a few more good maps do crop up throughout this one. So I'll be continuing this tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be continuing this tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow I also will not rage and get frustrated. And if I do, well, I know what to do. Examine why and move forward. So thank you all for watching. And who shall we raid tonight? Who wants to be raided? We have a Dragonfly. Okay, Dragonfly. Let's raid Dragonfly again. Good night, everybody.